Is working?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm Daniel Mendoza. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, first being said in English, then Spanish. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Juro fidelidad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos. Thank you. You may now be seated.
Welcome. I'm Marisela Gallagher, and I will be the Master of Ceremonies for this year's 2025 8th grade promotion. Here's Ansam Mubarak to give this year's opening speech.
We would like to welcome you to the Jack Benny 2025 8th grade promotion. We want to express our gratitude to each family member for your presence and time coming to this special ceremony and helping us through this wonderful middle school journey. Though this is a day filled with happiness and sadness, we can all bring hope to the years ahead of us. Additionally, we want to thank the teachers who selected us to speak at this occasion on behalf of everyone today. We have many wonderful memories from our time at Jack Benny, such as entering through these doors in 6th grades or getting lost in what seemed like a big school and not understanding how to open our lockers. But as we progressed through our journey, we learned that this school is not as big as we thought. Everything was different in 8th grade. We started to realize this was our last year here, and that brought us sadness. However, our teachers made it clear to us that the trip ahead is challenging but worthwhile. We would like to thank all the teachers for their tremendous support and help with school and homework. If we were feeling down, they would help us, and if we had a great accomplishment, they would congratulate us. The help that our teachers gave us during our middle school journey is unforgettable. Leaving the school and teachers can be a mix of emotion, but we hope that all of the students at Jack Benny get to a place of success in life. So thank you to the administrations, teachers, and staff at Jack Benny for getting us through the school year. Finally, we want to congratulate all of the incoming 9th graders on reaching this point. We all had many setbacks and successes during our time in middle school, but what matters most is that we all persisted. With the support of our parents, teachers, and friends, we never gave up and did our best. As a new path begins, we hope to see you all in high school next year. We wish the 9th graders luck. Congrats to the class of 2029.
Les damos la bienvenida a la promoción de octavo grado de Jack Benny 2025. Queremos expresar nuestra gratitud a cada miembro de la familia por su presencia y el tiempo dedicado a esta ceremonia especial, ayudándonos en este maravilloso camino hacia la secundaria, aunque este sea un día lleno de alegría y tristeza. Todos podemos traer esperanza a los años que esperan. Además, queremos agradecer a los maestros que nos eligieron para hablar en este evento en nombre de todos hoy. Tenemos muchos recuerdos maravillosos de nuestra época en Jack Benny, como entrar por estas puertas en 6º grado o perdernos en lo que parecía una escuela enorme y no entender cómo abrir nuestros casilleros. Pero a medida de que avanzamos en nuestro camino, aprendimos que esta escuela no es tan grande como pensábamos. Todo era diferente en octavo grado. Comenzamos a darnos cuenta de que esto era nuestro último año aquí y nos trajo tristeza. Sin embargo, nuestros maestros nos dejaron claro que el camino que tenemos por delante es desafiante, pero vale la pena. Nos gustaría agradecer a todos los maestros por su gran apoyo y ayuda con la escuela y las tareas. Si nos sentíamos deprimidos nos ayudaban y si logramos un gran logro nos felicitaban. La ayuda que nuestros maestros nos brindaron durante nuestra etapa en la secundaria es inolvidable. Dejar esta escuela y a los maestros puede ser una mezcla de emociones, pero esperamos que todos los estudiantes de Jack Benny alcelen el éxito en la vida. Así es que gracias a la administración, los maestros y el personal de Jack Benny por ayudarnos a superar el año escolar. Finalmente, queremos felicitar a todos los estudiantes del 9º grado por haber llegado hasta aquí. Todos tuvimos nuestros contratiempos y éxitos durante nuestra etapa en la secundaria, pero lo más importante es que todos perseveremos, con el apoyo de nuestros padres, maestras y amigos. Nunca nos dimos por vencidos, todos hicimos lo mejor que pudimos. Al comenzar un nuevo camino, esperamos verlos a todos en la preparatoria en el próximo año. Les deseamos mucha suerte a los estudiantes de 9º grado. Logramos ganar el tricampeonato y los que saben, saben, los que no saben, no son americanistas. Felicitaciones a la clase de 2029.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Board President Mr. Michael Rodriguez.
Thank you very much. First, I would like to present the members of the Board of Education who are here with us today. Would you please stand when I call your name? Ms. Christine Lensing and Mr. Rick Riddle. Miss Anita Hanna was planning to be here today. She really wanted to be part of this ceremony, but she finds herself in Springfield today advocating for against proposed budget cuts for education. So she gives her regards to all of you. So, Waukegan High School class of 2029, how does it feel? That doesn't sound so good from here. Waukegan High School class of 2029, how does it feel? Okay. I don't think they were prepared for that question. This is a really big day. Not only are these students moving from 8th grade to 9th grade, that's a big move. They're going to be moving from one school building to another, that's another big move. But they're also transitioning from childhood to young adulthood. And with that come a lot of changes. When you get into high school, you're going to find that things are a little bit different. It's not going to be like when you were in elementary school or middle school. You're going to have a lot more responsibility on your own shoulders. You're going to be responsible for making sure that you get up on time, that you actually get on the bus and walk and come to school on time, that you actually go to your classes, all those things. You're going to have to make sure you do the classwork and take the notes so that you know what assignments are due. And remember what assignments are due so you don't find yourself the night before a big project to do all of a sudden saying, oh my God, I have a big project to do tomorrow. It's going to take a lot of responsibility, a lot of discipline. And you're going to find that there are going to be a lot of adult expectations on you as you move on. You're also going to be making a lot of decisions that have to do with your future life. I know some of you already know what you're going to do. There are probably a few of you here that already know what career you're going to follow, what college you're going to go to, what you're going to do. You have it all planned out. You know, that's the way my youngest son was. He knew he was going to be music band teacher when he was in high school, and now he's a music band teacher at Abbott Middle School. So anyway, it happens. There are some people that are like that, but most of us, we go into high school, we don't know what we want. Some of us even go into college, and we still don't know what we want. You know, I've mentioned before, when I went into college, I was a pre-med student. Not because I wanted it, that's what my parents wanted, so I was living their dream. And I was a pre-med student until I took organic chemistry. And that was my downfall. At that point, I realized I wasn't going to be a medical student. But anyway, that's what happens. And don't be afraid to change your mind. You may decide that you want to do something and may find out that, it's really not what you wanted. And don't be ashamed to change your mind. You can always do that. You can change your career, in fact. You know, even once you choose a career, you may decide you want to do something else. There are always things that you can do that you want to do. You know, you've heard the old saying, winners never quit and quitters never win. That's not true. That's not true. Vince Lombardi said it, and there are a lot of very important, influential, successful people in life who have done something and quit and gone into something else. I mentioned the example of Michael Jordan. Some of you know him, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. You know, he took the Chicago Bulls to 3 championships and then decided he wanted to go into baseball. That was his dream. That was his father's dream. So he quit basketball, went into baseball for a couple of years. And you know what? I think he realized that wasn't his calling. So he changed his mind, went back into baseball, won 3 more championships with the Bulls. So don't be afraid to change your mind when you find that something that you're doing or are involved in is really not for you. And that goes for the people you associate with too, the people you hang around with. Don't be afraid or ashamed to change your friends if you have associates or friends that are really not good for you, that are not a good influence for you or leading you in a bad direction. You know, there's a saying in Spanish. A lot of you have heard this growing up, and now you've been telling your kids this for all their lives. Now they know it. I'm going to say it in Spanish, and I'm going to translate it. Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Okay, what that means is, tell me who you hang around with, and I'll tell you who you are. Because you are going to be like the people you hang around with. If you hang around with people that have no ambition, they're lazy, they have no desire to achieve in life, chances are that's going to rub off on you. If you hang around with people that don't value education, that's going to rub off on you. If you hang around with people that are in trouble with the law, hang around with them long enough, you're going to be in trouble with the law. That's just the way that it works. Find people that are uplifting. Find friends that are actually going to be beneficial to you, people that are going to be a positive influence on your life. And then model yourself after them. And as you go through life and decide what you want to do, find somebody that is doing what you want to do or has done what you want to do, and ask for advice, ask for guidance. If you want to be a teacher, talk to a teacher. I'm sure you have teachers that you respect and admire. Ask them for advice. They'll be willing to share advice with you. If you want to be a businessman, talk to a successful businessman or woman and ask for advice. They'll be happy to share their wisdom with you, their experience with you. And don't forget about your parents. Never be afraid to ask your parents for advice. And I know a lot of kids, their normal reaction, oh, that's just my dad, what does he know? Or it's just my mom, what does she know? Well, I'll tell you what, your parents are 2 of the most successful people that you'll ever meet. They are the ones that are responsible for bringing you to this point in your lives. And I think for that they deserve a big round of applause. So as you go through life, ask for help, ask for guidance, and don't be afraid to be a mentor, to give guidance, because there are going to be people that are in your footsteps, in your shoes right now, that you're going to run across later in life that are going to need help and guidance. Maybe they're struggling with a problem, and maybe you can help them. So don't be afraid to offer your help to those that are in need. Have an attitude of gratitude. Always be grateful to all the people that helped get you where you are today. Your teachers, your administrators, your principals, your parents. Anybody that's helped you in your journey to where you are today. And always be willing to help others. So on behalf of the Waukegan District 60 Board of Education, I would like to congratulate all of you and wish you much success and happiness in the years to come. Thank you.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce board member Ms. Christine Lensing.
Hello, everyone. I know your program's same as Hannah, so I apologize. I'm not as great as she is, but we'll try to do good this afternoon. So hello, fellow board members, superintendent, administrators, teachers, staff, families, and most importantly, students. I have to admit, these end-of-year promotion ceremonies are some of my favorite events. Why? Because I get one shot, one opportunity to say everything I ever wanted to our students in one moment. The question is, will I capture it or let it slip? His palms are sweaty. No, I'm just kidding. No karaoke today. But I am ready to drop some knowledge bombs. So check it out. 25 years ago, I was in your shoes. Me and my friends were not on this stage, not quite as nice as Genesee Theater, but we were on the stage of John Lewis Middle School, standing at the edge of middle school looking toward high school. If you think 25 years is wild, I'm still friends with a lot of those classmates today. Right? Heck yeah. Some I was friends with since elementary school. Others I did not like until college, but now we're inseparable. Back in the day, our Waukegan High School yearbook was filled with things like most likely to be president, most likely to win an Oscar, save the planet. Well, guess what? Most of those didn't come true. Our class airhead became a doctor. The other one works for Google. My friends and I are out here coaching college soccer, playing violin for Alicia Keys, being actors on Broadway. We're teachers, we're business owners, we're fixing HVACs, we're raising kids, and we're volunteering in our communities. We're out here living full, meaningful lives. And 25 years ago, we were just trying to figure out where our next class was. Now, I said I dropped some knowledge, or gems rather, and I didn't forget that this day is about you. So let me give you the 6 secrets that helped us get where we are. No need to take notes. We're on YouTube, so you can always check it back later. So secret number 1, keep a positive mindset. High school will bring challenges, balancing academics, extracurriculars, friendships, your mental health. But if you focus on the possibilities instead of the problems, you'll find strength you didn't know you had. Tough times don't last. Resilient people do. Protect your mental health. It's very important. Nurture it, strengthen it. Secret number 2, be a problem solver. Break the challenges into small parts. Ask yourself, what can I handle right now? And then ask for help when you need it. Whether it's from a teacher or a coach, a friend, or your family, everyone needs help. It's not weakness, it's just wisdom. You guys ready for secret number 3? Y'all quiet. No, we're going into it. We'll go secret number 3. Manage your emotions. When things get overwhelming, and trust me, they will, pause. Second mic. Now I really feel like I'm going to be Eminem. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you. So pause, breathe, think before you act. Controlling your emotions doesn't mean you ignore them. It just means you don't let them control you. Secret number 4, take time to get to know who you are. When your back's against the ropes, don't forget you're dope, right? Your values matter. Your beliefs matter. Are you going to do the right thing when it's hard? Will you show up for your friends? Will you push yourself when no one's watching? Learn and know your worth, because it's real. Secret number 5, find your purpose. Believe in something bigger than yourself. Set goals. Give back. Find meaning. When you know what you're aiming for, it's easier to get through those hard days. And my favorite secret, secret number 6, build your support squad. Friends, real friends, are priceless. I've leaned on mine more times than I can count, and they've done the same. Some challenges you'll face alone, but many you'll face together. Choose people who hype you up, tell you the truth, and remind you who you are when you forget. Let's be real. My friends and I didn't have it easy. Some of us lost parents before graduation. Some lost siblings to bullying, friends to addiction, opportunities to poverty. Some had to get jobs to support their family. Some of us started families before we graduated. We faced barriers, grief, fears, and violence. And these stories aren't meant to scare you. They're here to show you what's possible in spite of the hard stuff. We didn't let those challenges define us. Those same people are living successful, beautiful, resilient lives. These things happen everywhere. While some might try to define Waukegan by these challenges as if we're less than, I stand here today, a Waukegan alumna, a bulldog, to say we are greater than the sum of those parts. We are resilient, and I know you are too. Some of you may have already faced things no student should, but you're still here. You're still standing. And that means that your story is just getting started. So here it is, your shot. Feet fail you not. As you come to level up to high school and beyond, remember those 6 secrets. Each opportunity comes once in a lifetime, and I hope you capture it. Congratulations, promotion class of 2025. May you lose yourself in the music, the moment, and never let it go.
Now, I'd like to introduce Commander PC to give this year's American Legion Award.
On behalf of the officers and members of the American Legion Homer Derringer Post 281, I congratulate the class of 2025 for their achievements. The American Legion believes that students should be praised when they demonstrate strong qualities of character and good citizenship. That's why, since 1926, the Legion has recognized such students with its School Award Certificate program to instill character and to help perpetuate the ideals of Americanism among youth. The award is given to a boy and a girl in the graduating classes of the middle schools. Those who receive a certificate must exemplify 6 qualities that define character: courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. The Legion proudly recognizes this year's certificate winners. Congratulations to Carlos Harrow, and Leila Navarez. Our certificate reads, the Certificate of Distinguished Achievement is awarded to these students of Jack Benny Middle School in recognition of attainment acquired as winner of the American Legion School Award. It is further recognition of the possession of the high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service, which are necessary to the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of society. This award is presented by Homer Derringer, American Legion Post 281, 5/21/25, signed by myself and my adjutant.
Now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Justin to give this year's Principal Award.
Jack Benny's middle school's motto is a model school of excellence. Excellence takes effort, determination, commitment, and persistence. This year, 2 students have exceeded the standard and proven to be excellent in a school of excellence. It is an honor to acknowledge this year's principal awards to Eldon Questet and Ansa Mubarak.
Now, I'd like to introduce Ms. Milne to give this year's Science Content Award.
This award recognizes 2 students who have shown a tremendous interest in science throughout the school year. These students participate regularly and always push other students to think outside the box. Their interests reach beyond what is learned in the classroom, and they constantly bring new information to their peers and staff. These 2 students are Emily Figueroa and Zawori Munoz.
Now, I'd like to introduce Ms. Pantalon Ann to give this year's English Language Arts Award.
English language arts content combines reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Thus, our goal as ELA teachers is for students to make connection between these areas. This year, we have chosen 2 students who have excelled in understanding the value of the written and spoken word as major tools necessary to learn and thrive in all subjects other than simply their ELA class. The English Language Arts Award goes to Amaya Sims and Angel Rodas.
Now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Justin to give this year's Social Studies Award.
Social studies is not just the study of the past, because by studying the past, we gain a better understanding of the present. And with a critical study of history, we may sometimes even be able to predict the future. I would like to present our 8th grade Social Studies Students of the Year, Susan Trujillo and Rigoberto Guzman.
Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Chimocho to give this year's Mathematics Award.
I think we can all agree that there is no dispute about the value of mathematics. Student recognition in mathematics provides a means to honor a student for outstanding achievement in the study of mathematics at the grade level. This year's students demonstrate exceptional mathematical proficiency in conceptual understanding and problem-solving skills. These students have consistently demonstrated the ability to analyze math problems and persevere in determining appropriate solutions. I'm honored to present this year's Math Award to the following students that have embodied excellence in a school of excellence: Kevin Salmerón and Alonso Huerta.
Now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Lenhart to give this year's Encore Award.
It is my pleasure to present the nominees for Encore classes. Encore classes are designed to offer exploratory experiences to middle school students. Students are given the opportunity to take Spanish, art, STEM, general music, or participate in band and orchestra during their time at Jack Benny. Many students enjoy these Encore classes because it allows them to follow their passion. These courses inspire creativity, engagement, and personal growth. They also challenge students to work hard, think critically, stay focused, and be persistent, skills that are just as essential for success in life as academic knowledge. The art students of the year are Annalise Mojica Pitts and Angel Hernandez. The STEM Students of the Year are Romina Hernandez Reyes and Angel Gonzalez. The Spanish Students of the Year are Ruben Lopez and Eva Calderon. The Music Students of the Year are Erica May Davina and Rachel Kablayan. The Physical Education Students of the Year are Leah Suazo Sarmiento and Leon Suazo Sarmiento. And of course, the Band and Orchestra Students of the Year are Malik Rodriguez and Ariana Magana.
Now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Estruch to give this year's Most Improved Student Award.
It is a pleasure to present this year's Most Improved Student Award. In this day and age of testing, many students struggle to attain mastery, and sometimes it becomes a mountain too much to climb. Oftentimes, it is easier to give up. However, at Benny, we always tell the students that progress is still progress. This year, the most improved students have raised their GPA immensely. It is a task which requires determination, dedication to detail, and constant, as well as consistent work. It is with great pleasure that I award this year's Most Improved Student Award to Daniel Mendoza, and Araceli Salgado.
Now, I'd like to introduce Ms. Milne to give this year's Student of the Year award.
As parents or guardians, you see your child, your student, your pride on the stage this evening. As educators, we see the exact same thing. Our children, our students, our pride. Together, what a beautiful sight we see. Being said, it is my honor to introduce to you the Students of the Year. Student of the Year Award acknowledges and promotes student academic excellence. So, what does it take to be Student of the Year? It takes going beyond basic expectations. One is to be responsible, take accountability, show constant progress, have good character, excellent attendance, and above all, rise to one's targeted potential. Yes, success belongs completely to the student. They are focused and dedicated to their achievements as a whole. And now I introduce to you the Students of the Year. Eldon Quexet and Kalinda Pineda.
Now, I'd like to introduce Ms. Wiesen to give this year's Lamp of Learning award.
The Lamp of Learning is awarded each year to the 8th grade students that have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement in the classroom. This prestigious award is the highest recognition given to a student at Jack Benny. This year's Lamp of Learning recipients have gone above and beyond the expected performance in the classroom. They constantly push and challenge themselves. They are dedicated students who recognize that when given choices, academics must be the top priority as learning is a lifelong process. They are positive role models and serve as an inspiration to others. Jack Benny Middle School proudly recognizes Maricela Gallagher and Ansa Mubarak as this year's Lamp of Learning recipients. Now, I'd like to introduce Dr. Terry O'Brien to give the Lake County Award.
Well done, everybody. Let me just find my notes. Mr. Dan Kirk is on my assistants list. Can I have a copy of the notes? Well done, by the way. Another round of applause for our students. Really wonderful, wonderful recognition and awards representing Jack Benny Middle School. The next award that I have the honor of giving is the Lake County Recognition Award. Now, for this is our students representing in Lake County, and each school in Lake County selects only 2 students who exemplify educational excellence. And I'm going to ask those 2 students to join me, because the 2 students from Jack Benny Middle School are Kalinda Pinata and Ansa Mubarak. If you guys can come up here, I'd like to recognize our county representatives. Our Lake County representatives in educational excellence, well done. Thank you very much. You guys can have your seat, and I think we are now ready to celebrate all of the students being promoted. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Here is Mr. Dankirk.
Will the first row please rise? Ishak Abdallah. Jared Aguirre. Tamarian Alexander. Nalani Alvarez. Hiel Anilkumar. Christopher Aparicio Manzanares. Yadiel Apante Quintero. Adeline Arenas. Naomi Argujo Guevara. Samantha Arizmendi. Christopher Arroyo. Gianna Arroyo. Katie Baeza. Abigail Barajas. Abril Blanco. Chanel Bowers. Elijah Brown. Brandon Bullocks. Rachel Ray Kablayan. Eva Calderon. Daniela Callejas Castellanos. Brianna Cano Velasquez. Yair Cardenas. Rikira Carly. Ariana Chavez. Ethelina Clark. Jade Contreras. Azaya Cragen. Lorena Cruz. Dominic David. Giancarlos Delgado. Michael Denson. Jonalise Diaz. Julian Diaz Morales. Erica May Divina. Julian Dominguez. Mateo Duran. Alfredo Enriquez Sanchez. Noah Escamilla. Evelyn Estrada. Kira Farias. Emily Figueroa Enamorado. Jorge Flores. Stacy Flores Tome. Fabian Freddy. Seleni Fuentes. Maricela Gallagher. Megan Gamboa. Anthony Garcia. Angel Gonzalez. Jose Gonzalez. Lizette Gonzalez. Natalie Gonzalez Lara. Raven Graves. Samaya Green. Leonel Guerrero. David Guerrero Mejia. Abraham Guevara. Carlos Gutierrez. Rigoberto Guzman. Diego Guzman Sanchez. Carlos Haro. Savannah Harper. Angel Hernandez. Romina Hernandez Reyes. Samantha Hernandez. Cadence Hicks. Alonzo Huerta. David Humphreys. Lucio Jimenez. Joanne Johnson. Kaylin Juarez. Chanel Lancaster. Cameron LaFleur. Catherine Lima. Christy Limon. Ruben Lopez. Heriberto Lorta Jr. Ariana Magana. Sadie Emily Marban. Denise Angela Martin. Juliana Martinez. Scarlett Martinez. Stephanie Martinez. Areli Matute. Kenneth Medina Godoy. Davon Mendez. Daniel Mendoza. Zariah Miranda. Mohammed Mansour. Annalise Mojica Pitts. Jonathan Montez. Grace Moreno. Oscar Moreno. Pauline Moreno. Ansa Mubarak. Zaori Munoz. Eileen Navarro. Julie Mary Negron Gallegos. Leila Navarez. Zahaidi Nieto Cisneros. Julius Olea. Angel Oliveros. Anthony Ontiveros. Kimber Ortiz. Sofia Ortiz. Damian Osorio Villarreal. Josmar Palestina Casarubias. Amanda Panchi. Guadalupe Paredes. Felix Peña. Glenson Pereira. Evelyn Perez. Theron Perez Bell. Adriana Pickens. Kalinda Pineda. Leilani Quintana. Mason Quiros. Leah Rigi. Jesus Jaimes Rios. Ariel Rivera. Catherine Rivera. Angel Rodas. Malik Rodriguez. Mariah Rodriguez. Ryan Roation. Isabella Sam Cervantes. Evangeline Salazar. Araceli Salgado. Olga Salgado. Kevin Salmaran. Alyssa Sanchez. Josue Sanchez Beltran. Miguel Sanchez. Fatima Sandoval Placencia. Shivanya Shanthos. Elias Santiago. Sabana Serna. Sharon Shibu. Amaya Sims. Eldon Questad. Bradley Skinner. Anthony Sonido. Isaiah Spangler. Leah Swazu Sarmiento. Leanne Swazu Sarmiento. Kezia Sunil. Malaya Tanner. Angela Grace Chibozo. Malachi Tompkins. Susan Trujillo Garcia. Santiago Valencia Castano. Jose Vallejo. Anthony Vasquez Tercios. Harmony Von Hall. Uzziah Victorian. Jadon Williams. Zakai Williams. Nicholas Wilson. Muhammad Amphas Zakir Hussein. Jacqueline Zuniga. Students, please stand.
That was the warm-up. That was the warm-up. They really want to hear how loud you are. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege, and as well as the Jack Benny Middle School staff, to present the future class of 2029.